Honestly, reselling is great because there's so many different ways to do it, so you can make it what you want it to be. Welcome to Matt's Profit Pursuit. I'm Matt. I'm a part-time reseller and I sell on eBay. I make what sold videos so you see what's selling right now on eBay and break down those sales so you see exactly how much is made after fees, cost of goods, shipping, and taxes are taken out. I got 7 orders going out today, and we're going to talk about just how great reselling is as a whole. Let's see what sold. Again, it's just awesome that you can make it whatever you want. There's so many different platforms to sell on. So whatever your niche is or whatever your personality is, you can sell on Whatnot if you have a good personality and like that live audience, or you can sell on eBay or Bonanza if you want to make 1 or 2 sales a year. No, I've never done Bonanza, but you can run your business in so many different ways and be successful at it, whatever successful looks like to you. For me, it's selling 2 or 3 items a day. I list 5 a day. If I sell 3 a day, I'm good with that. Sell big items like this if you have the storage for it. You know, if you have room in your garage or a spare bedroom, you can do the bin system. Or if you don't have much room, you can sell small things like sports cards. I got a few hundred cards in here alone. Which brings me to this sale. I sold this 1991 Lex Luger WCW card. I have a fraction of a cent into my cards, and this one sold for $1.45 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $2.23, and after fees and shipping, I get 62 cents. Obviously, this is not going to get you rich, but the ROI percentage-wise is pretty crazy if you think about it. A fraction of a penny into 62 pennies. And if you don't have all this storage in a spot, but you do want to sell big items and have the bin system, just get a storage unit. This is my storage unit. It's 5 by 10. I got 32 bins in here, probably at least 800 items, closer to 900 probably, and I still have room for 1 more rack that I can put right here. And I just have these nice racks on wheels so I can pull all these out and get to the rack behind it. And the bins for the most part are kind of mix and match. I get those at the Goodwill bins for $1 a piece. The next item is in G29. It's a pair of UGG boots. I paid $2.40 for these boots, and they sold for $15 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $31.10, and after fees and shipping, I get $12.77. The next item is in bin 1A. This scale right here. This is an AccuLab GSI 200 lab scale. I got this for free from my work. It's a model we don't use anymore, and this was a spare unit we had in storage. It sold for $22.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $35.05, and after fees and shipping, I get $17.75. Next item is in G7, and it's another pair of Uggs. These are quilted waterproof Uggs, model 5837. I paid $2.95, and they sold for $29.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $48.03, and after fees and shipping, I get $27.23. And for my unit, I pay $140 a month, which is kind of high, but it's a business expense that you can write off, and it just kind of gives you a little bit of clarity, at least for me, to clear up some space at home. I got this when we lived at our old house, and it was just too much stuff crammed in my garage. So I got this storage unit then, and now I'm filling my garage back up with stuff. And it's located pretty close to my house. It's on my way home from work, so I just stop by and grab the items I need. And it doesn't have to be fancy. I mean, look at, this is a decent bin. Look at that box, random different boxes, just full of items. And the next item is a shirt. in the T1, T-shirts 1. And it's this Oregon Ducks 2011, what was that? Rose Bowl or National Championship shirt. This is an old item. I probably had it for 2 years. I believe I paid $1 or $2 at the Salvation Army, and I've had it so long I drastically dropped the price and it finally sold for $6 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $12.17, and after fees and shipping I get $5.65. I do recommend using a SKU system to start out. You may not start with the exact system you end up with, but I would definitely start one when you're first starting reselling. If you don't have one, start it now and slowly implement your older items into that new system. That way it's not overwhelming, you're not trying to do it all at once. So for example, the next item is in H3. H is for my hoodies, which really I have all my sweatshirts in here. Oh, it's right here on top. Obviously this time of year, the spirit of Halloween Town. Hoodie sold. I paid $1.10 for this hoodie and it sold for $25.19 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $48.39, and after fees and shipping I get $29.91. In this case, Ground Advantage is more expensive than a Priority Mail envelope, so I bumped them up to Priority Mail. I'll save some money on the postage and they'll get their item a lot quicker. Obviously everyone has their own way they like to do things. That doesn't make it right or wrong. I would say the only time you're reselling wrong is if you can't find your items or you're losing money. So that obviously comes down to organization and sourcing. And when it comes to sourcing, again, there's lots of different places to source. You can source online, you can do retail arbitrage, garage sales, estate sales, things like that. Obviously I go to the bins, I talk about it a lot. I like to drive to one place and be able to stock up for a week or 2 weeks and not have to talk to anybody. Honestly, I'm pretty not like antisocial as in I won't talk to people. I would just prefer, I'm just an introvert. I'm good, so I don't like the haggling process. It is hard for me to watch videos like that where they're haggling back and forth. It's just me. I prefer what's sold videos versus sourcing videos. And another good way to source that I talked about a week ago, 2 weeks ago or so, is the Craigslist free section. And I sold my first item from that camera lot that I got. I sold this set of Micro Explorer Raynox lenses. There's the paperwork for it. It's these 3 lenses, and it comes with a couple extra pieces, I think, that go with it. I don't even know for sure, but they're going to go with it. Free money. And these sold for $107.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $123.99, and after fees and shipping, I get $96.48. I guess the thing for me is to be constantly improving your business, and that doesn't mean daily, but eventually you'll find a system you like and go with it, and maybe you have to tweak it a little bit. For example, I just got these new shelves, and I have these random boxes. They're all different sizes, but I would like to standardize these. I think if I use this size box, which is 12 by 12 by 24 back, I can fit 4 along here instead of 3, and that'll make it a little bit easier to find the items. When I pull this one out, it's got 3 neat piles of sweatshirts. And when I pull out this t-shirt one, it's a bit wider. It's got, I believe, like 4 different stacks of shirts in there. It's not horrible. Again, use what you have. Look, I got an Amazon box, a Target box, a Home Depot box. Anyways, just random boxes. But I do want to standardize for those 24 by 24. No. For those 12 by 12 by 24 boxes, I found a great source at a great price. Check it out. I'm actually going to get these boxes from my work. The boxes I use are for particulate filters that we use in our exhaust system, and I have a whole pallet just sitting here that's going to eventually get thrown out. So as you see, there are stacks of those just sitting at work, and they are just going to get recycled at some point. So I just take, this is one big box, I just take it and cut it down the middle, and that gives me 2 boxes, and they are 4 metal particulate filters, so they're super heavy duty. Nice double wall there. Now if I didn't have those at my work, it would probably be quite a long time until I standardized the boxes, but since I can get them for free, I'm going to start doing it. Now let's break down the sales real quick and see how much I really made. So with those items, I have a total of $280.39. After fees, I'm left with $190.41, minus the cost of goods, which was only $8.45. Then I'm left with $181.96. Take away 25% to put aside for taxes, which is $45.49. Then I'm left with $136.47. Invest 20% back into the business, which is $27.28. And that leaves me with $109.19 in my pocket. It's about an hour and 45 minutes worth of work. So that gives me an hourly rate of $62.39, again after all the fees and taxes are taken out. Now if I can make that 8 hours worth of money, I can do this full time. That's the goal, but it is a scary leap to take, so I'm doing it part-time for now and we'll see what happens. I really appreciate you stopping by. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if this helps you down below. I'll catch you on the next one. God bless. Peace.